we went to every music store on the East Coast corridor, and no single salesman approached either one of us.
That's incredible.
I mean, I can't even, if I even thought about what I might have spent on this stuff in the last 15 years, I could have had a house, I'm sure. But everybody just ignores the people who actually need this stuff, so that's why that was like the premise, you know? Let's build a music store for people that actually, you know, play these things instead of hanging them on the wall like art.
Exactly.
The 90s are over. People are not baby boomers are not collecting these things because their legends played them anymore. People need them because they're playing.
Hi, I'm Michelle from the Aquarium Weekly, and you're watching Project Green Room. Today we're in Asbury Park, New Jersey, visiting one of the best hidden gems to find here on Cookman Avenue. Right below Hold Fast Clothing is Russo Music, Asbury Park, and we're going to go in and take a look and see what's going on in here.
We're below ground and there's no windows, so until you come down here, I think that the initial assumption when everybody heard that we were going to open a store down here, I think the initial assumption was that it was going to be a junk store.
Right.
You know,
and that's the big misconception, if people still have it today, is that it's not junk. I mean, it's quality, you know, and mostly high-end stuff.
Yeah, because you know, good guitars play well. I was initially just going to open up bench space down here in Asbury because I had so many customers that I was picking up guitars from, and Joe from upstairs, the record shop, and I talked about it, and we decided that we were going to make it a little bit more of a project. And but this is like the premise of the concept of the shop, is that you know, this is a Gibson and Fender authorized repair facility, the best of the best, and we have great mid-level guitars, and we have the kind of entry-level guitars that we're not embarrassed to sell. The kind that's not going to keep your
something
kid,
that you feel is quality, but it could be a starter guitar or something for a teenager, maybe just starting out, playing an instrument.
You know, and they're playable. So, you know, if you're just getting started, you're not going to have the deterrent of an instrument that's actually physically uncomfortable or physically painful to play.
Right.
Those guitars aren't here. Touring, and I was a chef, and I hated it. So
chef, haha! There is a link between cooking and musicianship.
What other job can you get when you go away every 6 weeks? You can always get a job in the kitchen. So after 10 years of always getting a job in the kitchen, you're not the dishwasher anymore.
Right.
You know. So I cooked, and I was 29 years old, and I said, "There's absolutely no way I'm doing this for the rest of my life." I decided to go away to school, learn how to build guitars, and I came back and begged my current boss for a job repairing guitars at the Hamilton store, and took it from a back of the house operation to on the floor operation to begging him to let me do this. Flagship down here is Gibson, and we focus on, you know, the entire Gibson line. Predominantly the acoustic line is one of our biggest focuses down here because nobody's doing Gibson acoustics, and you can't get a good selection of them. Everybody has, you know, the top 2 or 3 best sellers, but nobody really seems to have the off the wall stuff. Every one of these guitars was pretty carefully chosen from like the list of guitars that we can buy, and especially the Gibson stuff. You know, we have the kind of stuff that you won't see anywhere else. Custom Shop Traveling Exhibit. It's like 10 to 12 one-off, one-of-a-kind pieces by the guys at the Custom Shop. It would be anything from like custom finishes to mix and match of various, you know, common appointments on guitars into these one-of-a-kind pieces. And it's totally interactive. You can go on the trailer, and there's Line 6 pods you can plug in, listen to, play all the guitars.
I've been with Gibson for about 9 years.
For 9 years.
And I've traveled the country with this for about the last 8. Had a really good time. As a guitar player, how can you beat it? I get to travel and I hang out with guitars all day, and I get to talk to people about guitars. I mean, I get paid for this?
Exactly.
It's good to be able to represent the company and to get people excited about the product, about guitars. I mean, they're the best. Not just because I work there. People are like, yeah, whatever. It's like, no, I mean, as a guitar player, we all have many makes and many brands and various other gear that we play, but it's a Les Paul for me. I have my personal best guitar is a 1958 Les Paul reissue. The best guitar I've ever had in my life. I mean, as soon as I picked it up and I played it, I knew. It's like, wow, this is like the best guitar I've ever had. I try to have a multi-color core product, which would be like a 1959 reissue, 57 gold top, Les Paul custom, stuff that's like our bread and butter.
Right.
But also, in addition to that, I try to have unique pieces. And a lot of the guitars are historic reissues. Like here's a 1959 reissue in faded maple leaf, which kind of has an autumn brownish color to it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really nice wood grain, a nice stain, and a nice burst along the edge. And it's kind of a unique piece. I think we've only made like 25 or 50 of these because it's not a normal color that we make them in. It does have the red back with the red neck.
Gorgeous.
Very, very nice, yeah.
All that I feel is the worst of me, and all I can be is something less.